Hello, this is Do It from Do It Games, devlog number 3. It's been a while. I had an issue with one of my systems, couldn't figure it out, and then kind of had a break after just trying for a while. So I had about 2 months where I basically just did nothing, and now I've been back working on it for the last 2 weeks. So when we left off, the next thing I was going to do is the building system, but obviously I've done a bit of map um, editing, so um, I basically added sort of a fog wall. I drew a fog texture in Paint and animated it, or put a script to make it scroll basically. Um, Got some assets. This bit was already in the pack where I got for the trees and the grass. I've commissioned someone on Fiverr to create me my first wizard model, and then if that all goes well, I'll get him to make each variant of the wizards, and then start to get enemies made. So, like I said before, I will buy assets for just terrain stuff like a tree. I could spend a week making a tree and different trees in Blender, and they'd end up looking like trees. I like the style of this stuff, and they do a better job than me anyway. So, um, but everything like sort of like player and enemies and stuff that makes the game the game. I'm gonna get them custom made, of course, like I just said on Fiverr. Um, this was just an asset. Oh no, this was. Oh yeah, this was another asset pack with just some castle stuff. It's not like I haven't even put a texture on it because you're never really gonna see it. It's just a background thing to look ominous. I might adjust things in the future, but for now, yeah. So I put the tree line up. Um, just to indicate everything's not finished. It's all work in progress. Just getting things roughed out for now. But I thought this gate was cool. Like, so say there's a wave where maybe wave 10, every 10 waves or something, there's a big boss. So you could have this like gate open and the boss guy come out, obviously getting harder and harder as you progress. Yeah, so I did do a little mess around today with day night cycle stuff where the directional light changes intensity and stuff over time, but I haven't worked on that much. And there's already like so much global illumination, you can't really tell much anyway. But if you see the light change in the background, that's what it is. It's not complete. It's just a quick thing I literally threw together in like half an hour, and it doesn't work. It's not finished. Yeah, but there's some nice water effects as well that came with this environment pack. Um, yeah, so essentially the what I might do is put two maps, but initially I just wanted a flat woodland map where you could build wherever you want with hills and cliffs, so you could build into the side of cliffs and stuff. But we might still do that as a separate map. But for now, I think it's kind of like a cool context. Like one side of the map, maybe we'll have say white or blue crystal or something, and then say we put a red or a black, a dark crystal here to show that it's almost like enemy mages you're fighting against, and this sort of you're being enclosed in by like its power. It's producing this fog. Um, the fog actually like flows out as well. You'll see it. Actually, there was a backline fog that I did that with, and I deleted it because it just looked a bit silly. But it was like the fog was flowing out each way from the tower as if it was like it was creating the darkness or whatever. Um, yeah, so basically along the tree line at night is where the enemies spawn. So not really lore, but um, the creatures that come out don't like light. So the tower produces the darkness for them, so they'll stay in there in the day. When it gets dark at night, they'll come out and attack. There's not going to be much lore, but that's the basic sort of logic behind it. Yeah, so if we say put the whatever you're defending, the crystals up here or around here somewhere, and there'll be multiple routes through. I can go up here, across the water here. There are bits of water as well that are shallow. I might add another shallow bit somewhere because this whole area's got one place right now, so it's a bit silly. I will add more. It's not complete, obviously. This part's shallow. You can run across this, so something like that here probably, or just more options. Yeah. So obviously map isn't complete. It's all still work in progress. But yeah, so let's get on with the stuff that I've added. So I added today a couple spells like particle system stuff. Got those through Hovel Studio, which is another asset. So some stuff like this. These are like the very basic ones. So I was thinking fire or red, I put them into categories. It's just straight up damage. That'll be the maximum damage output per thing you hit. 2, which will be blue. And I was thinking of sort of less damage and a mana drain. But it's not 100% yet. And then green, like a poison effect. Obviously less damage, but then it'll tick damage over time. Then I have like a force of nature. So I have the basic one is this little lightning, and then there's say like there's an ice one. Like anyway, they progress into like bigger spells, more damage, and then each of the 4 spell types has like an ultimate. So there's like a sun spell for the fire or the red, which will just basically when you launch that, say like you can only use your ultimate every so often, and that'll just do a big AoE, just strip damage. There's like a black hole. There's a wind one, which I'll do the ultimate for the force of nature. So perhaps that'll be like a huge like a knockback effect or something. The wind will hit the ground and knock back. So say like you're up top and they're up there again. They're all going to attack your thing, but you're next to a cliff, so you knock back all enemies running along the line that's coming up to your crystal or whatever they're going to defend, and that'll knock them down a level. So you'll have a bit more time, or again, all work in progress. Nothing's fully decided, but yeah. So this is the basic like pack. I like the grass. It all looks not too detailed. I want to keep it light, toony, and comedic, and yeah. I like this style. These are some basic building stuff I've been doing. Again, nothing's finalized, but just messing around with some like stone textures. These shapes and stuff I've got from Blender. I can't remember the thing's called, but you can get basically there's a extension thing you can buy in Blender where it gives you basic shapes, and then I've taken the basic shapes and applied these textures and stuff, and mucked about with the UV mapping on it and stuff. Here I've done a basic axe tool spell, like I was saying before. I just quickly whipped this in, done this in Blender, got an axe, put a transparent blue material on it, and quickly edited it so it spins around. The edit is not final. It literally took me about 2 minutes to do it. Yeah, but this is the main sort of thing. So you'll project a axe spell instead of actually grabbing an axe and chopping the wood. So as you can see in the bottom left, my wood is going up. That's going into my inventory. I haven't done one for the pickaxe yet, but that's just basically the same as it was. Collect some stone, and I'll build some I'll show you the building system now. Jump cut. Okay, let's move on to the building system. So I'll just get out my pickaxe tool, get some stone. Right, so let's get one of everything. Again, this is not all. Oh, right. Some of the objects need adjusting, but I just whipped them in from Blender quickly. There's no bottom to them, obviously, as you can see. But yeah, basically you'll spawn things in. They cost you X amount. I've just got them set to 1 stone for now, and they'll change in future. Obviously, you'll get more things. You'll have to unlock them. Everything is progression, unlock the spells, your damage, building, etc., etc. And obviously, the enemies progress through time as well. Get harder with bosses, different things, more enemies per wave, etc., etc. So you'll get your, once you spawn things in, you can use your telekinesis to move them around. You can rotate, freeze with F. Once you've frozen, oh, you can then unfreeze. But you can then, if you click it again, you can rotate. So you might want to freeze it in place. Now I want to turn it a little bit. It's, you know, jump cut, I swore. Yeah, so basically, yeah, you can move things around like that. You can build up bricks, and then say, making a wall, freeze that in place. Again, boulders, you can drop these on people's heads. If you can build up a system. Yeah, so I added the damage to objects as well. I might change it so only a specific spell will damage them. But say you made a boulder, put it on a hill, wedged it, destroyed the thing that's wedged it. The boulder rolls down, hits some enemies. Just making it so you can basically play how you want, set up traps. If you can imagine it, you can do it. And then if things are just annoying, just destroy them. If you mess up. So slot 5. Let's rotate this guy around so he's upright. Some snap rotating as well. Although the snap rotating is a little janky, it all needs to be refined. But one thing you can do with stuff like that, like I said, you can freeze things, freeze that in place to help it, help you rotate better. So you do that. Yeah, rotate that way. I did have it so you could move it in its freeze position before as well. I guess I accidentally removed that, but I will put that back so you could say rotate it here and then move it down. So I'm gonna bring that back. Unfreeze it. Hopefully it'll just be upright. Yeah, it's lovely. Hooray. But yeah, I'll be adding more stuff like this, stone, wood. So basically, you can just build up yourself a castle or defenses along this. The castle idea, which I prefer and I like, and like say picking your own defense spot. So yeah, I think I will go with the 2 maps. So one is just gonna be a flat grass sort of woodland with hills and cliffs and stuff, and then you can maybe choose where you want to put your crystal. And then obviously one map where it's basically corner to corner enemy defense. Yeah, so is there anything else I need to show or I can show today? I can show some of the other spells. I will leave that for another time when I do a spell update. But yeah, that's basically what I've done for now. Progress. I haven't quit. I know it's been a while. Um, but yeah, I had a little break and I'm back and I'm working on it. I've done some decent progress and I will be putting out more recent devlogs and doing more work. Should be anyway. I do get in mood sometimes where my brain just won't let me work. And then I'll come back around to it and I'll just no life it for like a couple of months. I'm the same with games where I'll play like League of Legends for like 2 months straight and I'm obsessed with it and then I won't want to play for a year. So I know it's just work and stuff and you should just, discipline and get on with it. But sometimes my brain just won't let me. So yeah, if I ever have breaks like that again in the future, I will be back and it will get done. It just, you know, might take a little bit longer than someone else. Right. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one if you are watching.